I am en route to go and meet a polyamorous couple. I've no idea what to expect. Polyamory, I suppose, is about having the choice of loving more than one person. It's like, do you love everyone that's involved? Is it purely sexual? You know, is jealousy an issue? They're polyamorous, but they're also married, which is an interesting dynamic, isn't it? Because the idea of marriage is absolute unity. It's you and me together. We're on the same team. It's us against the world. But actually, in this instance, it's us and other people. Do I ever think polyamory would be for me? Absolutely not. No, not in a million years. I think I'd really struggle entertaining the idea that the person I love loves somebody else. Thanks ever so much. The couple I'm meeting are called Cathy and Thomas. Thank you. They live in a 2-bedroom terrace in West London, which will be my home for the weekend. Okay. Hi, how are you? Are you all right?
I'm good, Jane.
Cathy,
Yeah.
I'm Stacey.
Hi,
Am I all right to
Stacey.
come in? Hello, Poppet. Oh.
I'm going to put him down, but
Oh yeah, no,
just in
don't
a friendly
worry.
way.
Hello, babe. What's his name?
Harley.
I've got a bulldog at home.
Have you?
Bernie.
Oh.
Hi, how'd you
Stacey.
do? I'm
How are you?
Stacey. How's
I'm
things?
Thomas. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me.
Really appreciate it. I'm so excited. It's going to be a really interesting couple of days. Your place is lovely.
Thank you very much.
Really nice.
So tea, coffee?
I'll have a tea.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Are you going to be chill, Harley?
Don't worry, I'm good with dogs. Harley,
How are you with pigs?
have you got a pig?
Yeah. It's just chilling in the back garden at the minute.
What's he called?
Wilbur?
Can I just have a quick look?
Yeah.
Hi, Wilbur. Can I stroke him?
Can. He's very friendly.
Hello. Is he meant to be a micro pig?
Yeah. I've just been obsessed with pigs my whole life.
He's so cute, actually, isn't
He's
he?
lovely, yeah.
I'll see you in a bit, Wilbur. Hey? How are you feeling about this weekend?
Good.
Excited.
I'm a bit more worried for you than I am for
No,
us.
I'm going to be fine.
Do you have honey?
No, so I'll just a drop of milk. Would be amazing. Thank you. Yeah, that's perfect. So you two are married.
Yeah.
And you've been married for how long?
6 years.
All happened very quick. We have a son.
How old is he?
7.
7.
Yeah.
So when you met, right?
We were totally monogamous.
Interesting.
We
didn't know what polyamory was. We didn't know any.
What is polyamory?
Polyamory means many loves.
Which means you can have relationships with whoever you want outside of the marriage.
Yeah.
And likewise,
Yeah.
you can also. Wow.
We don't live in this marriage where we sort of hide, that we fancy someone or that someone's caught our eye.
But who floated the idea first? Who said, let's not be exclusive? to each other?
From my view, I think it was kind of mutual, because we were both sort of on that page.
We've been talking a while about sex parties, so we went to a party together. Like, it was a complete and utter joint decision that we go there. We were so scared, oh my God, this could actually be the end of us. But I was dread from here to here, and then some mad excitement going on from the belly button down. Yeah. But then we'll go on dates and go to parties and have more kind of short-term experiences.
This is all so interesting.
Do you want eggs on toast?
Yeah, I can always eat. I'm always starving.
Let's do that then.
I'm hungry often.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a carpenter.
Okay.
Yeah, I build stuff. I
Really?
made the table.
I'm buying a house this year. Maybe you can make me a table.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll tell you what I'm after. I want a marble top.
Nice.
Because who do I think I am?
Yeah.
But a marble top and just Scandi legs.
Nice.
I'm gonna have a wider understanding of polyamory,
Yeah.
non-exclusive relationships, and a beautiful table.
Yeah, nice.
Can I have a quick look around?
Definitely.
Do you mind?
What do you want to see? It's all very open plan. It's good when you have
Is
kids.
this where I'm going to be sleeping?
Yes, this opens out into a bed in here.
And you've got upstairs?
Yeah, you can have a look upstairs. So, bathroom, nice and bright.
Yeah, it's nice. I like your house. Yeah.
This is Stanley's room.
Oh, look at him, this little Superman. Great.
Anything superhero.
And then this
our
is
bedroom on the
your
left.
room.
Yes, this is our lizard.
What's he called?
Doug.
Hi, Doug.
What do you reckon, first impressions?
Do you know what? I thought that I was going to find them quite earnest, and actually they are very relatable. I really like them.
Chew, do you reckon?
Yeah, like it'll get eaten later or the pig will eat it.
Lots of animals. Harley, Dougie, Wilbur. I don't know what the cat's called. Noah's Ark. Hello, Wilbur. Are you okay?
Who's this?
Hello, mate. Do you want me to do anything? I'm really useless in the kitchen, but what should I
I
do?
think we've done it. I'm just waiting for the bread to toast.
Will I make us a tea?
You can make tea, yeah.
I'll make tea. With brunch ready, I want to know how it feels when your partner fancies someone else.
I do actually find it exciting though when Tom meets someone new. And
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know why. I've always been like that though. I remember from being really young, like fancying a boy and another girl fancying him and feeling turned on by it.
You genuinely feel excited
I
when
get turned
Tom
on.
comes back and says, oh, I quite fancy this other girl.
Or
I'd
if
be
it happens.
I'd be raging. I'd be so all like that. Tom, do you feel turned on when Kathy comes and says, oh, I really fancy someone else?
Yeah, I have done.
Do you fancy girls and boys?
I'd say I primarily fancy girls, but I have played with boys and I'm definitely open to it. But I think that experimentation also helped me sort of understand that I do actually just like girls.
Still have a great sex life, but it's having these other experiences in between, it makes our sex life better.
Just spice it up.
Fed and watered, Thomas is off to work. All right, I'll see you in a bit.
See you later.
I'm ready to go and be completely useless in a workshop. So I'm grabbing the moment to find out how the polyamorous lifestyle works for him. What do his workmates think of the setup, and are they tempted to follow suit? Hello. All right.
So this is the woodwork shop.
Do they know what home life looks like for you?
Yeah, they know everything. Get the blokey banter with it, but yeah, just laugh it off and get on.
Do they ever find it weird, some of the blokes? Are they thinking, I don't know how you can watch your woman with another man?
I guess that's a common question. Do you get jealous? And I say the same thing I said to everyone. You know, Catherine's not mine. I don't own her. She's free to do whatever she wants. Unfortunately, I don't feel jealousy that much, so that helps.
But what's it like watching the person that you absolutely idolise and adore, like, having an orgasm from someone else?
It's an amazing sight.
Really?
Yeah.
In what sense?
I fancy Catherine so much, like you wouldn't believe. Like, I really fancy. I call her my 80s pinup. Like, I love that sort of look, and so obviously when we're together, I don't get to see that. So when I can actually stand back and see it, it's the beautiful sight. I love it. It's like, yeah, it's lovely.
Wow. What do you make of Tom's family setup?
I don't think I'd be able to do anything like that.
Yeah. Have you got a girlfriend at the minute?
I do, yeah.
And have you floated the idea with her?
We did speak about it, and it wouldn't really, neither of us would want to do something like that. It would just be too much to, we can barely deal with each other, basically.
So talk me through your family setup. Are your folks still about? They're still
Yeah,
around?
sure, yeah. They know everything about our situation.
And are they still together?
Separated.
Do you think that's played a part in how you've decided to live?
An element of it. I promised myself when we had Stanley, I'd never, ever have him come from a broken family.
But there must be times when it's difficult.
For sure, it's not been all roses at all. There was a scenario in the past where I had a girlfriend, Catherine had a boyfriend, and they ended up splitting up. And then there's nothing weirder than having to help your wife go through heartbreak.
Yeah, that's crazy interesting.
Yeah. So, and I had to stay strong for her. And that was hard for me to see her upset. It's not just her boyfriend's feelings. I had a girlfriend at the same time that I got to deal with.
So mad.
Yeah.
How many girls do you think, or people do you think you've slept with since being married to Catherine?
No idea.
Lost count?
Not that I've lost count. Probably I don't keep count. It's not a numbers game for me. No. I've just not kept count. I don't know.
Their polyamorous foursome had obviously ended in heartache, so I'm curious to find out who they're dating now and how they're keeping everyone happy.
Come on.
I'm spending my weekend with a polyamorous couple and getting to grips with how an open marriage works. But Thomas and Cathy have got one more thing for me to get my head around. They've been living with a third partner for over a year. She's called Nicole and is from Australia. They call this a throuple relationship, or a three-way couple. Tell me about Nicole.
I knew her from work. She knew I was open. I knew she dated couples. And then I introduced her to him. There was like mad chemistry between them. And then me and her started getting close, and like it just all sort of started to become one thing. And she's very bisexual. I'd say I'm queer, which means that I'm open to anything and not really bound by stuff, but I just have something with her.
That is so fascinating. Cathy and Nicole met when they were working as event managers. Nicole's on her way home. But first, it's time to meet Stanley, who's back from school.
Hey, Stan.
Hello, darling. Come say hello.
Stan, come here.
Come tell me about Harley. I've got him here. Come sit with me.
You like...
Oh, you look good.
Oh, you look so handsome. I like your outfit.
Oh, get in there, Harley. Go on.
TBC. I'll be back. What's his relationship like with Nicole?
Loves Nicole.
Are you affectionate with Nicole in front of Stanley? Like, will you kiss?
Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, we kiss on the lips. I put my feet on her, she put her head on me, like...
And so say, for example, like you and Nicole were having a bit of a snog on the sofa or a cuddle. You walk in, it doesn't make you feel any type of way.
Like a kiss is one thing, but like if anything else was going on, you'd kind of... And almost pre-arrange that time too, so we called it 2 time or 3 time.
Very unsexy.
So if we were having 2 time, or him and Nick were having 2 time, or me and Nick were having 2 time, like we just say in advance so that people like prepared for it.
Yeah. Wow. Come on, baby. In here. Good boy. While Cathy gets the dinner underway,
When is my pizza ready?
I'm eagerly awaiting the arrival of the third member of the throuple.
Nicole.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. How are you? I'm Stacey. So nice to see you.
Your hair's like identical.
I literally just had a blow dry.
Did you?
Yours smells much nicer than mine, it's got to be said. So you were pally with Catherine at work. You worked together.
Yep.
So the first night that you met Nicole, from that moment on, it just sort of naturally developed.
The night went on and it was very nice, and I think Catherine left us, and then that was it, me and Nicole.
I left him to it.
Stop it.
Yeah.
And then what happened when you two were left alone?
We partied on till like 4:30 in the morning, and then he came to my place and stayed over. Then, yeah.
Did you have sex that night?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was in the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah.
And you rang me.
That's right. I called Cathy.
Yeah.
He's on his way home.
Oh my gosh! I suppose what has surprised me is you have these preconceived ideas and you think they're going to be a bit out there and there's not going to be that much common ground, but they're very relatable. They are very easy to connect with.
How similar do you think you and Nicole are?
I'm like a cheap version of Nicole. So actually, if Nicole ever goes back to Australia, yeah, I'm plan B, I reckon.
Hey, Stan. You come say hello to Stacey?
Hello, mate. Say something. Have you got any jokes?
No.
No? How's your pizza?
Really tricky, but also a bit spicy.
A little bit. That's a pepperoni. Just drink a bit of water.
And then like.
This is actually really lovely. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Catherine.
I'm completely useless in the kitchen.
Really?
I swear to God, I can't do anything. Really? Nothing.
What do you do? Just like order in or
Yeah.
eat beans on toast? Order.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bit of both.
Yeah, I'm particularly bad. With Stanley excused, I want to know more about the intimate side of the throuple relationship and whether anyone ever feels left out in a three-way. So is there ever a time when the three of you sleep in the one bed?
Once or twice,
Yeah, we hate that. All of us need our space. If we had a massive bed, then that would be an option. But
Three in the bed and the little one said. Is it a bit like that?
something like that, yeah.
And when the three of you are in the one bed together, is it always sexual? Are you having sex with each other?
Well, we were rotating actually, because this obviously the sofa folds out. So one of us would be down here and two of us would be up there.
So it was just circumstantial. It wasn't like I prefer you today, I
Yeah.
want you today, I'm not feeling
Yeah,
you.
like if like me and Nicole had been on a date, then Catherine may sleep down here and give us the bed.
We slept together in the bed the night before last,
Yeah.
didn't we? And Thomas down
You two?
here. Yeah.
Did you have sex?
No, we were like out to sleep straight away.
So the dream crashes.
I know.
We were too tired.
It crossed my mind, but I was like, okay. it's
Not
fine.
tonight.
2 a.m.
I'm starting to discover that the relationship between the throuple is evolving, and following Nicole's very recent trip back home, an outside influence is affecting their bond.
When I was back in Australia, I actually met somebody who I can see as a possible long-term partner. So obviously things change when you meet somebody else.
Do either of you feel jealous about the fact that Nicole has met this guy and been blown away?
I'm really happy that Nicole's met someone.
If I'm honest, I did feel a bit shit about it. Never told her that before, but it wasn't like, oh, someone else is still, because it's a guy and I would never compete with a guy.
Contrary to what I thought, the throuple seems to be unravelling. There will be some people that will say, this isn't fair on Stanley. You know, it's confusing for him.
What I would say is this, all three of us watched our parents struggle tremendously with having to lie to each other about things to keep up appearances, and all three of us were affected in different ways by that. And we don't want to raise our child in a home where we have to pretend to be people we're not, just to keep up appearances. He's very much loved, very much cared for, and we're protective of who comes into our life. Nicole is here because not only is she respectful and kind, but we know that she is a person who has a positive effect on Stanley.
I also came in and bonded with him quite quickly. I gave him some tender loving from the get-go, and I think that really worked.
He just went to her, like, was physically, like, wanting to, like, be with her, put his head on her, like, be, like, really affectionate with her.
Is that difficult for you?
No.
No. I'm sat here thinking, oh my God, I am so full of jealousy. I get funny. I've got a dog, right? Bernie. I get a bit funny if he goes to another woman.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a bit like, that's my dog. Like, and if something happens or whatever, and my guy took the dog, I'd be like, I don't want another woman near the dog.
Oh my God.
Is that insane? That was really lovely. Thank you ever so much.
You're welcome.
Have you got a dishwasher?
It's you. You are the dishwasher.
Yeah, that's surprise.
Yeah.
You can stay, but there's a couple of rules. Friday night, and my first evening in the polyamorous home is almost over.
I turn up to colour.
Oh, the collar.
And I'm discovering how complicated things can get when there are more than two people in a relationship. I think you've had your dinner. Give me a kiss.
Hello, boo.
Hello, boo.
I'll see you in the morning, okay?
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
Night, Munchkin.
Bye, Munchkin.
Night. Where are you? Give me a hug.
Do you know how many people love to be in your position, Harley Bear?
Harley, it's me and you tonight, kid.
Harley's loving it.
And then there were two. In In terms of my thoughts on poly, like, there's certainly a greater understanding of why it works for them, seemingly.
Throuple cuddle.
With the throuple in a state of flux, I'm wondering how much longer it will last. Cathy and Nicole clearly share something very special, so tomorrow I want to spend some time alone with both of them to get their take on the relationship. It's my first morning sleeping over in the home of a polyamorous family. 7-year-old Stanley is making sure I don't have a lie-in.
Build us tea. That's what you say here, isn't it? Yeah. Did you sleep okay?
Yeah, I slept so well.
Yeah? Was Harley with you the whole night?
The whole night.
Oh,
So sweet.
my boy. Right, I'm going to go and have a wash. Towels and whatnot. That's me.
Okay. I feel like so far, so good. They're very accommodating, very inclusive, in every sense of the word. I think the plan today is I'm going to spend time with the girls, and I think it was really useful speaking to Thomas on his own yesterday, because inevitably when you take people away from the group dynamic, you're able to learn more about them and where they sit and how they feel. Hi! How are you?
Thinking to go for a walk with the dog if you want to join.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You and I?
Yeah.
Are we taking the pig, just the dog?
No, just the dog.
Oh, the pig's
my God,
coming.
I can't bear it!
Holly,
Come on, quickly. You're a good boy. And so tell me a bit about your backgrounds, like growing up. Were you always quite experimental? Were you quite straight? Were you a good kid?
I would say my parents went to church every Sunday, as I did too. And there was a whole lot of keeping up appearances that happened in my family. This kind of external pressure coming through church and in society in general. And anyway, I was rebellious, so I left home very early. Left home at 15.
Wow, that is early.
Yeah, I went to live at a friend's house on a sofa. I'm just super independent. I have been my whole life. And then I was a stripper for years.
Okay.
I started dancing because I was poor. I needed money.
Yeah, it can be good money, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of friends who have done it, they used to make like over £1,000 a night.
Yeah.
So your mum and dad now,
They're both still around, not together anymore.
what do they make of your family setup?
They don't judge me. They love Nicole. They get on so well.
How do you feel right now about Nicole?
My behaviour's being controlled by being respectful of her new situation because there's been a change that none of us kind of like prepared for.
This guy in
Yeah.
Australia. How did that make you feel?
I was gutted.
I feel like you really love her.
I do. I really love her. Which is surprising because I don't think I've ever loved a woman like that.
Do you honestly believe that Thomas has no issue whatsoever with how you feel, how in love you are with Nicole?
Not at all. I will
Forever?
never, ever, ever leave Thomas. Never.
If he said, you know what, we've had fun, we've experimented, we've done our thing, I just want it to be you and I, do you think you'll ever want that?
Maybe when I'm 60 and I don't have a sex drive. I don't know, maybe.
I go through phases. Sometimes I'm like, sex.
Yeah.
Other times I'm like, don't touch me. Do not even look at me.
Yeah.
Get me a cup of tea. We are going to sleep.
I think that is quite normal.
Right, Holly, come, mate. Cathy clearly has strong feelings for both Nicole and Thomas. But for the throuple to work, all three have to be equal. So I'm interested to find out what's going on with Thomas and Nicole. I feel like there's a real, for want of a better word, like energy between you and Cathy.
Yeah.
You and Thomas less so
Yeah.
at the moment. Where are we? Like, what's happening?
As in the throuple relationship?
Yeah.
Thomas and I, now we're close as friends.
Friends. So as it stands, at this moment, you have come out of a romantic relationship with Thomas. Mm-hmm. There's still something bubbling between you and Cathy.
Yeah.
You've met this guy in Australia and you're thinking, I got a lot to think about.
There is. There's like, oh man.
When you tell all of this to your pals in Australia, are they like, have you lost your mind?
No, because they know me.
Right.
They're like, oh, that's just Nicole.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I've always been a little bit different.
So with Nicole and Thomas drifting apart, it seems that the throuple might be coming to an end. If you look very carefully, it looks like he's got a pair of stilettos on. I do love bacon.
The contradiction.
I know. A contradiction. Woo! Is that your dad? The throuple have a big night out planned for me. So babysitting duty falls to Cathy's dad, Derek, who'll be staying over to look after Stanley. How are you?
Stacey.
I'm Stacey. How do you
Good to
do?
meet you.
So nice to see you. Let's go in. I think it's that kind of household. Nice to meet you. So you're on babysitting duties.
I am.
Are you staying here tonight?
I am, yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah, while you go out and have a bit of fun.
Tonight. See you later. Bye, guys.
We're gonna get our nails done.
The throuple are taking me to a club night where Cathy has organised a dating event for curious individuals. Oh, nice. Oh my God, I could add a massage. The event is followed by a strip party where both Cathy and Nicole will be performing, so they need to look their best. My feet are gross, I'm so sorry, I'm really embarrassed. I'm going to put them straight in so you don't have to look at them.
So good. Oh.
This is literally perfect. I'm going to look great for my stripper party. Don't try and hire me, girls.
Have you performed before?
Not like that, no.
Wait until you see her perform.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. Every time that. No pressure, though. You're beautiful.
Look at you, all starry-eyed.
I know, we do gaze into each other's eyes quite a lot, don't we?
You two so clearly have a connection. Do you ever feel guilty regarding Thomas?
Why would I feel about Thomas?
Because you have such strong feelings for another human being.
It doesn't stop me from feeling love for other people.
Thank you.
I never feel bad. I don't even think about it. It's just such a weird concept to me that Thomas would even think that. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even cross his mind.
Wow, that's bright.
This is perfect for the party.
I'm going to look like a secretary at this party. I'm going to look like I've turned up for the admin. I'm sort of okay with that, actually. Back at home with finishing touches complete. Bye!
See you, Del.
We head for the night out. And the throuple are clearly keeping their options open. Nicole?
Yeah?
Are you looking to pull tonight?
Hell, I wouldn't mind it.
Are you looking for a girl?
I could do with a girl.
If she pulls, it'd be great.
I'll probably
for
bring them
us.
over to meet Thomas and Cathy.
Yeah, it'd be so good.
In fairness, we've never been out and not pulled, so it's like...
Yes.
We're too hot for our own damn good. Stop the car. I'm excited to see the guys in action. We're in an underground club in central London, and with Nicole on the lookout to pull, I have my eyes peeled. Is there anyone here that you fancy? Apart from Catherine. She's quite nice for you.
The blondie?
Yeah.
She's pretty hot.
Yeah.
I love that you're already setting me up.
It's
like, you and you, amazing. You and you, not so much.
I mean, needless to say, the vibe is very liberal, very accepting, very anything goes. Just a load of interesting people figuring out who they want. Now, so the girl that Nicole thinks is quite hot. Watch this space. No one can say you don't share.
No, it's true. I'm a very giving person,
Yes,
Stacey.
no, it's true. Catherine is just so chill. And I believe when she says that she doesn't feel any type of way when they're talking to other people.
She's beautiful. She's got a boyfriend, so I don't know how she identifies. And yeah, I'm not sure how that is. I didn't get there yet, but we'll work on it.
Nicole is going to have to put romance on the back burner as she and Cathy have got to get ready to perform.
Look at change, you got so right.
Girl, you do you. Don't film the Brazilian.
I'm going up an inch. Okay, sweaty but ready.
Thomas, look at your girl.
Happy.
I think she just wants to warm up so she can give me and Nicole a lap dance. I've never had a lap dance off a girl with such an arse. Cathy can't assume that I'm going to love this. She's going to have to try really hard. I'm here. Okay, I'm really concentrating. With Nicole by my side, I am ready for anything.
Pull that dress up, babe.
I've got white legs. You look amazing, Cathy. Do you feel turned on? It's 1 a.m. and well past my bedtime. So as the party heats up for Cathy, Thomas and Nicole,
You're a star.
I'm calling it a night.
I think it's in your top 10 of lap dancing.
She's definitely in my top 5. Yeah, my top 3. It's Sunday morning and I'm in West London, spending my weekend in the home of a polyamorous family. This morning I'm joining Cathy's dad Derek and his grandson Stanley
Hi, are you ready to go?
That's us.
Yeah,
On a
shall we
trip
go?
to the local skate park. All right? Oh, wow, that looks cool. Drop Stanley off and then you and I'll have a chat.
Yeah.
Is that all right? Oh, he's off. I want to find out more about what Derek thinks of his daughter's unconventional relationship. Here he is. Still in one piece? Tell me, when did Catherine tell you that Thomas and Nicole were an item? And how did that make you feel?
A little bit confused, frustrated at the time because I'm thinking, as normal, you know, well, Thomas is your husband. You know, are you happy with it? And to what age do you stop? And all those issues.
Tell me your thoughts on both Thomas and Nicole.
I've never delved into the whole picture as to how, why, what, when. So, because I don't want to. You know, it's like the details. It's like, no. It's like that kind of detail. But, you know, I know they had a relationship, and they've had and they still have now a throuple relationship. I still find even the word throuple is quite difficult.
Throuple, yeah.
Throuple, sorry,
Yeah.
not throuple.
Do you think they'll stay together forever?
I sincerely hope they do. Not only for their sake, but only for Stanley's sake.
Do you think he understands that his family unit looks different to probably a lot of his friends?
I'm not sure if he's fully grasped that yet. I think that will come out over the next couple of years because he's as he grows up a bit more. You know, so he's everything they are, and I hope they do stay forever. You know, they might have their things, and if that helps them keep their marriage, happy. And I look back on myself and think, would we have been happy if I'd have done the same as them? And I'm thinking, I'm not sure. Might have done. Might have been. Do you want your water?
And some sweets.
There's a 20p there. Come on, let's go. Come on, mate.
Back home, I want to find out from Cathy what I missed after my early exit last night. How are you feeling this morning?
Yeah, surprisingly fresh.
You look fresh. Who was giving the dances?
Everybody. There was just a queue of people waiting, and whoever came out next was like, come on, and then just went in for dances.
Oh, brilliant. How many do you think you gave?
I did 21. Oh, my feet are in bits.
You're such a good dancer.
Oh, thank you.
You're so good. Hello, darling. Did you have fun?
Had a lot of fun.
Are you making nut roast?
Oh, you know me, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
kitchen.
An absolute whiz
So
in the kitchen.
commercialised.
Yes, very domesticated.
We should actually do something. Is there anything we can do?
The washing up in about an hour and a half.
Okay.
This is my first nut roast.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
That was a worried Wilbur.
Oh my God, my
I felt the heat. Thank you very much.
pleasure. It's our last family meal together.
Oh, looks good, doesn't it?
You want to carve it? Keep going.
Thank you. Look at that. What a treat. I'm keen to find out what the future holds for the throuple if Nicole decides to leave. Roasting is totally 100% my favourite meal.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I mean, for us, all we would want, I guess, is to give people a clearer insight, like the good and the bads. Like, because I think.
trying to say give people a better home?
No, we're not trying to say that. We're talking about having the conversation about our relationship and like how it's good to let people know like the proper truth, Stan.
Yeah, we're not saying it's like the way to have a relationship, but for us it works.
So am I right in thinking that polyamory, sort of broadly speaking, doesn't work for everyone, but it certainly works for you, but it does require a lot of patience, communication, understanding.
I think that counts for any relationship. You do have to work at it.
But you have an added layer of complication, I suppose.
There's more emotion. There's more people with other emotions.
There are more people and more emotions. Nicole, I feel like everything in terms of the throuple is a bit up in the air at the moment, and there are no labels and you're not together, sort of girlfriend and boyfriend. But if you were to leave this family unit for good, what would you miss?
I would miss the togetherness. Like, in this relationship, you have two partners to support you in whatever you're doing. And we're three people that fit really well together. Sometimes it's hard to find two people that do, but to find three, it's rare.
In fact, as you were talking about leaving, I felt I was welling up.
You look emotional now.
I am actually thinking about this sort of splitting up kind of thing, because it does affect you. It's quite distressing. That's all for me. Sorry.
Just never expected this. Like, if you'd have said to me Friday morning, on the Sunday, Catherine's father's going to be nearly in tears because the throuple isn't working, I'd be like, surely he's going to be relieved. And then it goes back to, you know, her daughter just having her man without another woman on the scene.
Boring.
Oh, damn. Nice to see you. As Derek says his goodbyes,
Love you all. Bye.
my final night in the polyamorous household draws to a close.
I hurried from my room and went to the...
Great hall.
Yes! Good boy.
And I really feel as though I'm part of this very fluid family. Nicole, that is so nice. I fucking love my feet being played with and my hair. Oh my God, Nicole, you're the best. My favourite of the throuple.
Oh, you're easily bored.
Tonight, Nicole will be sleeping with Cathy and Thomas upstairs on a camp bed. And I'll be on the sofa bed again. It's early Monday morning. Here he is.
Morning.
Are you working today?
I may go in later, yeah. I said to Nicole I might take her for lunch.
Just you, Nicole.
Just me and her go chill.
I feel like you are all together.
I feel that too.
As an outsider looking in. Very fluid.
That's the way forward.
Love.
It's just one colour thing going on.
I know.
We're all like, no.
We look like we're in a band. Stanley.
Oh my God, look at us.
We turned into each other.
Yeah.
Come stand here, girl.
Weekend.
We morphed
With
in one
Thomas, Cathy and
weekend.
Nicole.
God.
I know we've like joked about it over the weekend, but do you think there's like a glimmer of a chance that 10, 15
Big
years
smile on her face.
into a relationship with someone, if you hit a point where maybe you're attracted to someone else or they were, could you facilitate an arrangement similar to this?
At this moment in time, I really don't think it's for me. I'd drive myself loopy. I'd hate it, actually. Do you think you will be polyamorous forever?
I think we'll always be open. It's that thing as well of asking one other individual to give you everything you need. One person.
Oh, see, I quite like the idea of that.
It's
Maybe I'm being too romantic, but I love that idea. Like, I meet this guy, here we go then, let's go and take on the world like it's me and you.
Do you think that could exist?
I think it does, yeah, in some cases.
I really have to take my son to school.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really
Grateful. Thanks, mate. Thank you so much.
My time with Cathy, Thomas, Nicole and Stanley has come to an end. Relationships are hard, you know, so they've come up with this sort of alternative solution. I appreciate outsiders will think, oh, this is so confusing. Are they together? Aren't they together? I think we can all agree that the relationship is fluid. Have I had this sort of eureka moment, this light bulb moment? I get it, it's for me, I'm converted.
Okay. What about Sunday lunch?
No, of course not, but I fully respect who they are, what they want to do in their own home.
You'll be back next week, right?
Yeah.
We've got another weekend.
I'll be back for Friday night, Saturday night. Knock yourself out. Bye, mate.
You'll be sadly missed, Stacey.
Going, right. Take care.
Bye, honey.
See ya.